Hi, my name is Dr. Frank Botino. I'm a general dentist who's been practicing for about 15 years. For the past 5+ years, I've been practicing with my Surgitel loupes. These are 3.5 magnification. I love these. They fit great. They work great. I do everything with my loupes, from fillings to endo to extractions to hygiene checks to Invisalign. I can't practice without my loupes and my light. Anyway, recently a patient hugged me and the lens popped out and I was able to fit it back into place, but I wanted to look into getting a backup pair just in case, somehow these break, because if I don't have my loupes, I can't practice. So initially I was just going to go stick with the Surgitel brand. I got that, and I got a couple other brands to just kind of compare to see what was out there. So here is a new pair of Surgitels. The magnification on these is 4.5, which is great. I love the higher magnification for what I do. They fit very similar as to my previous Surgitel loupes. There's a little bit of weight to these, so as I'm working, these could kind of like slide down my nose a little bit. So I'm frequently having to kind of push them back up. I don't generally like keep the strap back here tight against my head, because I like to take them on and off when I'm talking to patients. But yeah, when I'm got my head kind of down doing dental work, they slip down. The clarity is great on these. The magnification's great. I don't know if the settings on these are ideally lined up to my eyes, because it takes my eyes a second to just kind of focus in and get in focus. So after wearing these for like a full-on day, my eyes do feel like a little fatigued. But anyway, I'm going to keep going with some of the other brands that I got. I got a pair of the Orascoptic Dragonfly Loupes with the light built in and the batteries. I'm not going to get into the light function, but these are substantially like heavier and clunkier, and even more so, they slip down my nose as I'm working. So you definitely like have to tighten the strap in the back to get it, to prevent it from slipping down. Yeah, see, there they go. There's some weight to them. The clarity is great on these, but I'd have to say it's a little distorted. It's almost like kind of like a fishbowl effect, where the center of what I'm looking at is kind of bigger than what's on the outside. So as I kind of look up, and if I'm moving my head around, I see a little bit of a distortion in the image. It's almost like looking through a fishbowl, which I'm not a huge fan of. And then on to the other pair of loupes. These are Q-optic loupes. The magnification is 4 on these, 4.0. These are super lightweight. There's no slippage, on my nose. I could shake my head, so I'm not constantly like pushing it back. The loupes are just totally centered with my pupils, so no adjustment. And I love these. So out of the Surgitels, the Orascoptics, and the Q-optics, there's no question. I mean, I love these Q-optics. So this is what I'm going to stick with, and I'm going to return the other ones to the other companies. Yeah, I mean, these are just super lightweight. They're super minimal. I don't feel like I have a whole lot on my face. I'm not like looking over my loupes to talk to patients. Yeah, so these are great. Anyway, I'm not getting paid by any one of these companies. I just wanted to kind of post my review of the different options that are out there, because I know there's so many options. All these loupes are great. There's pros and cons, but I love the lightweight feeling of these. The clarity is amazing. The everything about them is amazing. Anyway, so I'm sticking with these Q Optics. Love them. I'm going to return the other two. I think when you're searching for a pair of loupes, all these companies make really good loupes. I think what you got to really look at is how the frame kind of fits you, and see what you're comfortable with. Because these are on my face, my head all day, every day, and you got to just wear something that's really comfortable, that is kind of like becomes part of you, so you don't even think about what you're wearing. And I love how seamless these are. So that's my review. Thanks for watching.